Cut it out, Mom. Why do you think you can just move into my house?
Why can't I, Dennis? You're my only son, so it's only fair you look after me. Your dad isn't around anymore, so it's natural that we live together.
I told you that we're not living together. And Leah will be surprised if she goes home to find you.
Why do I need to think about her feelings? I bet that stupid girl doesn't think about anything anyway.
Don't talk about my wife in that way.
But it's true. She's not good at cooking, maybe because she was raised by a single father. Plus, after she graduated from a mediocre high school, she went straight to work instead of college. She doesn't have a good educational background, and she's just a useless wife all around. I can't just leave you with someone like that.
Leah is a very important person to me. She helped me improve myself. She's not useless.
Yeah, improve. You sure changed after you started to date her. In a bad way. You stopped listening to me. I can see that she's still a bad influence on you.
I'd been doing as you told me to before. I'm your son, but I'm not your property. You always ignored my opinions and yelled at me when I didn't do as you said. It was tough for me.
But thanks to me, you have a great job now, right? My butt, it was tough for you. Huh. I'm just always telling you what the best way to live for you is, Dennis.
I don't need your advice anymore. I just want you to leave my house.
Even though I sold my house and there's no place to go back? You're cruel.
I'll find a new place you can rent. It's unfair to invade my house without telling me, even though we didn't want this. Why do you have to cause us so much trouble?
Trouble? Leah said I can stay as long as I want.
Of course she's not going to just directly tell you to leave, because that'd be rude.
Isn't it helpful to have me around because both of you work? Leah can't do all the housework at all. I wonder when that useless girl will leave here.
I would think about living together with you if you could be nice to her. But you complain to her every time you see her. You think you can do whatever you want just because Dad isn't around to rein you in. But I can't live with someone like you.
But you and your dad were spoiling Leah too much. She works all the time, even after getting married. She won't give me a grandchild. She just smiles like an idiot at everything I say, never changing her behavior. It'll be better for Leah if you're stricter with her.
She's not bothering anyone, right? And I'm satisfied with how things are now.
It doesn't matter what you say. I'm not leaving this house. If you want me to leave so much, you'll have to physically drag me out. I'll scream and cry and make sure the police find out. Hey, Leah. What time are you coming back today? I am having dinner with my coworker, so around 9. What? What about Dennis's dinner? Huh? Aren't you going to cook for him, Mom? Since when am I supposed to cook? Because you told me my cooking wasn't any good. You said, I can't let Dennis eat anything like this. So I thought you were going to cook from now on. Lol. Look, you don't get it. Don't you think you should make an effort to cook better food by yourself? Well, I guess I could work at that little by little. I prioritize my work over the housework right now. So it really helps having you around, Mom. What did you say? Are you trying to push all your housework on me? I'm not your housekeeper. Is it too much for you? But you've just moved here recently, so you don't have many friends around yet, right? And you told me that doing the chores was your hobby before. What are you doing all day if you don't do the housework? I have lots of things to do. I see. I thought you were free all the time. So, what exactly are you spending your time doing? Well, it's none of your business, is it? Did you lie to me to sound modest? It's not embarrassing to say that you love doing the housework. I respect you because I'm not good at it. Anyway, I won't cook dinner tonight. Come back quickly and cook. I can't. I've made a promise with my coworker already. Plus, she wants to discuss something with me. It's rude to cancel suddenly. I'll go and listen to her. I don't care what others think about you. If you don't come back early, what is Dennis going to do? Are you going to keep him waiting till you come back? Nah, he can cook by himself, lol. He's not a child. Aren't you being too protective? I can't believe this. You really don't have any common sense, do you? Yeah, I get that a lot, lol. But they say it's good, because sometimes I come up with unorthodox ideas. My boss compliments me on it. That's not what I'm talking about. Maybe you're lacking some basic education because you only had a single father raising you. Well, my father was quite strict, actually. It's my problem because I ignored what he taught me. Well, it's like, I'm sorry, Dad. You mean you're disgracing your dad? You're so hopeless. I wonder why Dennis married someone like you. Well, I always wondered too. He can do anything, and he's smart. I don't know what he sees in me, lol. But I'm happy to be married to such a wonderful man. It's all thanks to you for raising him so well, Mom. Are you serious? The conversation goes crazy when I talk to you. It's fun to talk to you, too. I didn't mean it like that. Hey, may I ask you a favor? What? Me? I'd like you to iron my shirt for tomorrow. It's hanging in my room, so it's okay for you to go in and get it. Why do I have to do the ironing for you? I'm not good at it. I always wear a non-iron shirt, but I forgot to wash it. I'd really appreciate it. Why don't you do that after you come back? I'm going to drink tonight, so I think I won't feel like doing that after coming back. So I'm asking you before I forget. I'm not ironing your shirt! Oh, are you not good at ironing either? Then I guess I should ask Dennis. I get it. It's difficult, isn't it? I often burn myself. Don't lump me in with you! Huh? Then you can do it? Of course. I don't understand what's so difficult about it. Yay! Then I'll leave you to iron my shirt. My boss needs me, so bye. What? Hey, Leah! I'm not done yet!
What is it you want to talk about, Mom? I'm still working.
It's about Leah.
Again? I've had enough. We can talk about it after I get back, right?
That clown will butt in if we do it at home.
I told you, stop talking about her like that. She let you stay at our house, right? Why are you always so hostile towards her? Can you be a little more mature about this?
She's insane! She thinks I'm her housekeeper!
She wouldn't think of you in that way. And you're eating our food for free, so I think it's fair for you to offer to do the chores on your own. I think it's the least you can do.
I am doing the housework! Because Leah doesn't do it!
She and I are helping you too. But you dictate how we do it, then you end up doing it by yourself in the end anyway. Don't make it sound like she's pushing it all onto you.
Just helping me isn't enough! She's young, so she can do her own household chores.
Does age really matter? It's not as if you're decrepit yet. She works hard full-time, so it's normal to divide the housework.
I'm not talking about work outside. This is about the chores. Even though she has a job, she shouldn't make her mother-in-law do the housework.
Leah doesn't care about titles or roles on paper. She's kind and fair to everyone, unlike you, Mom.
Are you talking about the same woman who makes me iron her shirts?
She's not the best at housework. You're staying with us, so you could support her a little bit, right?
You don't know the real Leah Dennis. Every action she takes is completely calculated. She only accepted me into the house to work me like a slave. She obviously just wants to relax and be lazy.
Leah doesn't think about things in such a way. You're the one who doesn't understand her. She accepted you, even though you're mean and you bully her. It's so bad that I'm surprised she hasn't blamed me as well as asked for a divorce. But she'll always respond to you with a smile.
Yes, you should get a divorce. You need to leave that girl. She's the one who's mean.
What? Why would I do that?
There are plenty of women out there who are a better match for you, Dennis. Ever since I started living here, I just don't feel her affection towards you. She'd do more around the house if she really cared about you.
She gives me a lot of love, and I don't want to get divorced.
What do you like about Leah? She's kind of drab-looking and she's crazy. You can't even have a proper conversation with her because it's clear she's got a few screws loose.
You might think so, but to me, she's very important. Mom, if you keep bullying her anymore, I won't stay quiet.
It's me who's being bullied.
Even if that's true, I don't feel like taking your side considering what you did to her in the past. That's how cold you've been to her. Why don't you take a look in the mirror before you criticize Leah? It's your fault for moving into our house without permission and bullying her.
Think about this situation straight, Dennis. Leah's the one who's making no sense.
I said to stop talking bad about Leah. If you don't accept her, I'll kick you out of the house by force.
Sorry, Dennis. I'll be back after 9 because of work again.
It's okay. Don't worry, Leah. I cooked dinner already. Just don't overdo it.
Thanks. Just a little more now.
Hey, sorry to bother you, but can we talk about my mom?
Huh? Your mom? What's wrong?
I'm really sorry that she suddenly started to stay with us. I feel so bad for that. Plus, she's complaining to you all the time. I'm really sorry.
Huh? Complain to me? She doesn't do anything like that.
No way. She always has something to say about your educational background or not having kids or about the housework, right?
Well, but it's all true, isn't it? No wonder she says all that stuff.
You don't need to bear living with her anymore. I don't want to see you being bullied by her, Leah. I got married to you to make you happy. So I'm thinking of kicking her out.
Huh? Why would you do that? No! I don't want your mom to leave!
Huh? You don't want her to leave?
Because she's amazing! She can do all the housework perfectly, and her cooking is delicious! And I lost my mom when I was young, so it's fun to have her around.
What? It's fun. Really?
Yes, because she always cares about us, right? Not only about you, but me too. She always watches me when I'm cooking to give me pointers. She does the same when I'm vacuuming. I can learn from her, and it's fun.
I didn't know you're enjoying it that much. So you like living with her?
Yes. Have I ever lied to you?
Well, no, but you told me she threw away your cooking the other day.
Yeah, but I really messed that up bad, actually. I gave it way too much salt. Someone with high blood pressure might have collapsed from eating it. But your mom's amazing, so she noticed it right away. Well, I was told off for wasting food, though.
Well, I'm not sure how I should say this, but you're taking her actions way too positively. I think you're being great about this, but my mom isn't doing all this to you with good intentions.
Yeah, I know. But if she wasn't really interested in me, she wouldn't try to talk to me. Because you don't want to spend time with someone you don't like, do you?
Well, sure.
But she often texts me. And she talks to me often in the house. I think she shows an interest in me. I think she's kinda like a jawbreaker.
A jawbreaker? How do you figure that?
Well, you know, jawbreakers are super hard on the outside. Just like your mom. She comes off tough. But I know on the inside she's super sweet. I think it's cute.
I see. If it's okay for you, it's fine for me too. Then is it okay for us to keep living with her?
Of course. And she gets lonely easily, doesn't she? She probably felt lonely at home alone after your dad passed away. You and your mom are quarreling all the time, but you guys look like you're enjoying it.
You think so? Well, I get it now. If that's what you really want, Leah, we'll carry on living with Mom. But tell me right away if anything happens.
You're a worrywart, lol. It should be okay. I'll only get to know her more from now on.
Are you sure about leaving the house, Mom?
Yes, I've had enough. I'll go crazy if I stay here. I want to get away from Leah as soon as possible.
She accepts you as family. What's the problem?
Everything! She smiles even when I complain to her. And I don't get why she's telling me that I like her. Is there something wrong with her head?
Don't say that. She's so happy about living with you. And it was you that suddenly moved in without asking us. Don't you think that's selfish?
I'm tired. Please leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with you two. You wanted me to leave anyway, didn't you, Dennis?
But she'd be sad if you suddenly left the house. She doesn't have a mother, right? So she's been really happy to have you around. So maybe it's fun for you too, because she's the daughter you never had.
Stop it! Don't say things exactly like Leah. How can she think I'm trying to be nice to her?
I would have agreed before. I thought you were terrible at first when you were bullying her. But she told me, and I realized. You only did all that because you were lonely. But I still think it's wrong for you to be so harsh on her.
We're not getting anywhere with this conversation. I apologize for suddenly moving in with you, but leave me be. I'm exhausted.
Exhausted? It's not as if we've made you do all the chores.
I'm tired of interacting with Leah. Everything backfired when I talked to her. Before I knew it, I was doing everything around the house. Anyway, I'm packing now and I'm leaving right after that.
Mom, why don't you just talk to Leah once, not just me?
If I talked to her, then the conversation would just be a mess. Yesterday night, she came in my room and asked me to sleep together. I told her no, but she wouldn't stop talking and I couldn't sleep at all. She's driving me crazy.
She just wants to get along with you, Mom. You should realize how blessed you are.
You're making me shiver. I don't want to get involved anymore.
Okay, but just wait before you go. You can leave after talking it over. Even if you're leaving our house, you'll feel better if you live nearby, right? We'll find somewhere for you.
You don't need to. I'll do it myself. When you come back, I'll be gone, so don't worry. I won't bother you.
You might not be able to leave today.
Huh?
Because Leah's heading to the house now.
What? Why?
She left work early after I told her you were leaving.
You told her?
Of course, this is a family crisis. And it seems like Leah still wants to live with you.
No way. Why did you do that? Tell her to go back to her office right away.
I can't. She'll do anything she decided to do. She won't give up living with you.
I really can't. You understand, right, Dennis? Everyone has a few people that they're just not compatible with.
I don't think so. You'll change your mind if you keep living with her. Isn't it healthy to think more positively?
Just living with Leah is causing me so much stress.
It's just the initial shock. You're going through the first step towards getting used to her. She's having a positive impact on you too, I guess.
You're making no sense. I'm mentally and physically tired. She drove you crazy too.
I didn't say anything that weird, did I? You don't have to be stubborn, Mom.
I'm not. That's not the problem here.
I can't convince you after all.
I'll leave here right away if Leah's heading here. Bye, Dennis. I won't be in touch for a while, but don't worry.
No, I don't need to worry about that.
Huh?
Leah just got home. Why don't the two of you talk it over? I'm sure even you will change your mind after talking to her, Mom. In the end, Mom couldn't leave the house after she was caught and convinced by Leah. But a few days later, She left the house while we were working. Leah was disappointed for a little while after Mom suddenly left. But she was soon back to her cheery self, which always lifts me up too. It's because of Leah that I could stand my mom. But Mom was still always so harsh to Leah. Most people wouldn't be so accepting of their in-laws moving in so suddenly. It wouldn't surprise me if it led to bullying and eventual divorce for others. Even as her son, I've had some bad memories with Mom. I respect Leah for being so caring and nice to someone like my mother. Leah was very happy when she told me that she bumped into my mom the other day. They had a little chat, and apparently, Mom seemed calm and talked to her normally. Leah still wants to get close to Mom. So maybe we'll live together again in the near future. And Leah got pregnant, so we're in a celebratory mood. If Mom moves in again, I should learn from Leah and treat her kindly. I want to respect my own mother as much as my wife does.